This is Fred Wall, the Visa Coach. Today's topic is, what are the K1 Fiance Visa income eligibility requirements for 2018?
VisaCoach. Fast, easy, and personal.
I am Fred Wall, the Visa Coach, and I am known for the personal one-on-one relationship, that we share. That's you, me, and your partner, as we work together as a team to overcome the many challenges of immigration. Please, don't risk your happiness. Don't go this course alone. Alone, it's far too easy for you to make mistakes that cause tears, delays, and expensive denials. Please, do pick up the phone and speak with me directly so that, you and I can get to know each other. And this is the free consultation I talk about later. If we are compatible, that'll be the beginning of our beautiful relationship to get you the immigration approvals that you need. Now, this is what my clients Rita and Kwesi had to say. Rita is from Ghana, and I helped her get her fiancé visa, and now, after the wedding, we are applying for her green card. Hello, Fred. This is to say a big thank you for helping me and my fiancé pull through the K1 so easily and successfully. We both don't know what we would have done without you. As a matter of fact, Ghana is one of the most difficult consulates, but with your front-loaded petition, my fiancé's interview only lasted under 2 minutes. I'm glad. Before the start of the interview, the consular officer told my fiancé everything looks good. And that was a big relief for her. The consulate officer asked my fiancé only 4 questions. And at the end of the interview, when my fiancé was approved and she finally said, "Thank you," to the consulate officer, the officer replied and said, "No, don't thank me, because you made my work easy. And I wish everyone will do the same." That was my front-loaded petition. The interview was straight and short. Thank you very much for all the help and support and your prompt response to all our calls and emails. God bless you. We look forward to working with you again. Best, Rita and Kwesi. Now, on to today's topic. What are the income requirements for a sponsor to obtain a fiancé visa in 2018? In order to successfully petition for your fiancé to come to the USA, the U.S. sponsor must demonstrate to immigration that he or she has enough income coming in to support the future spouse and household. The way the financial eligibility calculation works is that the sponsor's annual income is adjusted for the number of dependents his combined household will have and should be at least 100% of the Department of Health and Human Services poverty guidelines for his state. And each year in March, the Department of Health and Human Services publishes their poverty guidelines. And so, as announced recently in March, the guidelines have risen about $200 a person from last year. So, as of March 2018, for residents in the continental U.S., the financial eligibility thresholds for K1 Fiance Visas, are as follows. The required annual income is $16,460 if there's 2 persons in the family or household, $20,780 if there are 3 persons in the family or household, $25,100 if 4 persons in the family or household, and then for each additional person, add $4,320. Now, the financial eligibility thresholds are lower for active military and higher for residents of Alaska or Hawaii. Now, to demonstrate his income, the U.S. sponsor normally, provides his most recent federal tax return, 3 to 6 pay stubs showing year-to-date earnings, plus a letter from his employer confirming his job and what his annual pay is. Cash assets, instead, can count as an alternative to income. So in some cases, well, a sponsor's income may be low, but he has, well, money in the bank. Cash assets can be used as a substitute for annual income. Now, cash assets are assets which can be easily converted, sold to cash. For example, stocks, bonds, certificates of deposit. Cash in a checking account can be used. And other assets that cannot be easily turned to cash, well, with the exception of equity in your home, are not usable. So if you own investment properties, that's not usable. $5 of cash assets is the equivalent of $1 of annual income. For the fiance visa. So that's 5 times the annual requirement, $16,460, $82,300. Now, alternatively, a combination of some income and assets will work. So for example, if the sponsor's income is $10,000 per year, then he should have, well, $32,300 of cash or convertible assets to qualify. So it'd be $16,460 minus $10,000 gives him a shortfall of $6,460 times 5 equals the cash assets he needs. Now, if the sponsor's income or his assets are not enough to achieve the eligibility threshold, he can ask a relative or friend to ask as a joint sponsor. Just like in buying a car, a second person co-signs your loan. In this case, he is financially joint sponsoring your petition. Now, when a joint sponsor is used, the size of the household, of course, increases. The combined household, well, for the financial calculations, would include the household size of the sponsor combined with the household size of the co-sponsor. For example, maybe a college student is petitioning for his fiancée, and he asks his father to co-sponsor. Now, both the college student and the father would each will complete an affidavit of support. So there's a primary sponsor and the co-sponsor. Now, the student's household is just 2 persons, himself and his fiancée. The father's household would be, well, the father, the mother, and the 2 brothers and sisters that are still living at home. So the combined household would be 2 plus 4, 6 persons. And the combined income of both the sponsor and the joint sponsor have to be, well, $33,740 or more, enough for 6 people. Now, a joint sponsor can be used for most fiancé visa petitions, but not all. For example, the U.S. consulates in Philippines, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Nigeria do not permit the use of a co-sponsor. Fiancé visa sponsors must stand alone. If you are applying for a fiancé visa and you know you will need a joint sponsor, well, before filing your petition, best is that you contact the consulate directly and confirm whether the consulate's policies permit the use of a financial joint sponsor or not. This was Fred Wall, the Visa Coach. Now please like or add your comments to this video, and then visit VisaCoach.com and sign up for our monthly newsletter. I publish that full of useful tips on getting your visa, and it's free. Now finally, when you are ready to hire, well, my help to win your case, well, please call me for a free consultation.
Before starting your immigration adventure, before entering an arcane maze of rules, regulations, and procedures, before committing yourself to a risky path that could mean an end to your happiness, speak with the Visa Coach and ask for his free consultation. He listens to you to learn the red flags and strengths of your case, your eligibility and goals. He will suggest which visa is right for you, the best strategy to get it, and how soon your love can join you. The friendly advice and wisdom he'll freely share with you might make the difference between approval and denial, and could save you months or years of loneliness and separation. What have you got to lose? Book your free consultation today.